Hey, Selikim. My son, Selike, where have you been? It has been a while. I hope you're doing great. Yes, nice hearing from you. Yes, it has been a while though. I hope, how is the education? How is the schooling? I trust everything is okay. Yes, folks, today we are not going to play music. I will just use the opportunity to acknowledge some few action. Network. Oh, okay, Teachie. Nice one. Yeah, nice. Yes, thanks for joining. Much love, yeah. Please, wherever you join us from, kindly share the link. Today we are going to go into history. Today we are going to talk about history. Today we are going to reconnect to one of our lost or two of our lost family trees, which helped shaped the knowledge system of the ancient world. But today, these great individuals have been changed. Their names, their nationality, among others, have been changed. And even their true images has been changed also. So when you read or when you Google about them, or when you Google about them, you don't hear anything. All that you see is white images. But today, yes, Yaira, much love, yeah. Dover, much love. Yakubu, much love, yeah. Enough respect to all my followers on TikTok, yeah. Yes, today is going to be fire. Today we are going to go into history. Yes, Oko. Yes, Dr. V, greetings to everyone who have joined us. Please share the link. It's a very important that this knowledge system or this knowledge get to the four corners of the world. Okay, it's very, very important because all this true story about ourselves cannot be found in our institutions, in our educational system, because someone is controlling our system. You understand? Yes, because if you don't own your own educational system, if you don't own your own system, there's no way you're gonna lead. There's no way you going to write your own story. Yes, Felix, Jerry, my brother, much love, yeah? Yes, Kaji, Yevu, much love from Bahrain, enough love, yeah? Hey, Do Thomas, enough respect, yeah? You've been a royal follower since day one, yeah? Share. Felicia, BC, yes, much love. And to all my followers on YouTube, yes, enough respect, yeah? Ramsey, yes. All of your love is big and large, yes. High brain, if your brain don't work, if your brain doesn't work, the body suffers. Yes. So folks, Much love, yeah. Much love, much love. Yeah, Yaira, much love, much love. Few acknowledgements, then we proceed. We proceed into action. Yeah, Naps, much love. Yeah, hi too on TikTok. Sorry, on YouTube. Much love, much love, much love, much love. The brain must work again, trust me. And we're going to force them for the brain to work again. Yes, to all my followers across the world, much love, much love, much love, much love to everyone. Yes, JMTV. Hey, I didn't see you in Georgia. I thought you said you're gonna come over. But I understand, and then I understand. Oh, Yaira, don't worry about the greetings. We all understand. Some people may be waking up by now. So if you say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, it is in place. Don't worry your head about that. Yes. The next 5 minutes, we move into action. Next 5 minutes, we move into action. Yes, Mark. MC, all right? MC San. The celebration was great. Trust me. Yesterday, it was beautiful in Georgia. You understand? It was beautiful. And I really enjoyed myself. Aside being the special guest of honor for Togbi Dunanyo Za or Festival. It was great. It was great. It was great. Yeah. Nobody will build it for us but ourselves. Yeah. It was great. It was great. It was great. Yes, Charles Gagnon. Big up, big up, big up, big up your status. Yeah. Yes. Much love to everyone who have joined in now. Yeah, and man, Atiso, enough love, yeah? Enough love. You are streaming on YouTube? Yes. Much love, yeah? Man, Atiso, great love there. Yeah, the Mama Gan herself have just joined us. Mama Gan MFA have just joined us. Mama Gan, much love, yeah? Your love and respect is big and large. It's big and large. Yeah, JMTV, you are asking me whether I will be in Peto Festival. Well, I am planning to. I believe it's the Kata. Yes, the Kata Festival. I believe it's the Kata Festival. Yes. Ganyo Bright, Amanuva. Hey, let me salute you back. Pam. I'm not holding a gun. I would have given you 27 gun salute, yeah? Yes. Mama Ga MFA. Much love, yeah? Your love big. It is only you who understand what I mean. Joseph Edu Kweku. You say you are watching me from Brekum, Bro Ahafo region. More teachings, and not only more teachings. Today it's gonna be more fire. And more fire. I mean, yeah? Yes. Yes, Alina, much love, yeah? Much love. Yes, let's start. Today, no music. I'm trying to see how it'll go. Yes, we just come, uh, start the show. Some people are inboxing me saying the music prolongs the message. Yes, I understand and I respect your opinion. So today I am going without music so that we see how it goes. Yeah, we see how it goes. Yeah, Gapisco said, Godfather, keep it up. Much love, yeah? Much love until the bones are rotten. Trust me, before the bones are rotten, we together we shall lay that foundation. Yes. Aduoji, much love, yeah? Much love. Okay. As I promised, we are about to move into action. So folks, please, whilst you join me, kindly share the link. It's very important. It's very important. See this bead that I'm wearing? It's no more in the market. It's one of the oldest beads. It's not common. Yes, I bless the mother, the grandmother who gave me this. Yes, and this as well, combination, yeah? Yes, Akwete Aman. Hey, my senior, enough respect, yeah? Your respect, big and large, yeah? Thank you very much for laying a solid foundation for all of us to come and follow your steps. Yes, my brother Rabbi Akwete Ama, enough respect, yeah? Yes, your respect is big because you don't only look at yourself, but you also look at how to uplift others. And that is what I love about you. Life is not about us, individuals. In unity, in together, we can uplift our people. Enough respect here. More fire, yes. More fire, more fire, more fire. Please, when you come to Ghana, I'm looking forward seeing you so that we can all sit like this and do some live together, because I know you have so much for the younger generation to learn from. I pray the universe, our great ancestors, grant you good health. That is all we pray for. And we know all other things will be added to. Yes. Yes, so yeah. In fact, my senior, Rabba Akwete Aman, enough respect. Rabba Akwete Ama, enough respect here. Thank you very much. Today, we are going to look at the title, Rabbi. We're going to look at the etymology of that name. Sometimes when I say our Asian fathers hold the keys to, or our Asian fathers send the cosmic knowledge, the esoteric knowledge to the four corners of the world, people don't understand. But with this presentation, I am going to break certain things down. Now, before I proceed, with all due respect, those who if we are trying to emancipate our people, to emancipate us, ourselves, or to bring out the great things that our Asian fathers have done, you come and say we are trying to take glory for ourselves. Please, this is not the time. I may be from the other nation. You may also come from another nation. But if there is a knowledge system that would help us all to emancipate ourselves, or to prove to the world that our Asian fathers truly sent this knowledge system to Kona Kata, I mean Kona. Kona means the world. Kona. Ko means four corners. Kona Kata. Kona Kata means four corners of the world. Let's team up. Yes. So let's proceed. Hey, I took my nephew. Yeah, this beast matter. This beast could bring matter. Hey, this beast in matter go bring. Hey. You are here, you. No shaking. Stephen, boy, do enough love, and enough respect. So now we move into action. Yes, first and foremost, let me give thanks to the universe. We give thanks to all the elements. We give thanks to the gods. And we acknowledge our Asian fathers for laying a solid foundation for us to follow. We thank our Asian fathers for putting all this knowledge system in the discs. In writings, in symbols, for us to come and decode in this present days, so that those who are following our footsteps will understand what our Asian fathers have put across for us. We thank you, our Asian fathers. I will never sit anywhere to disrespect you, but rather use your rich knowledge systems to uplift the work that you've done and to improve. It is time we change the narratives. It is time we come together. In unity lies strength. And one thing I keep saying, see, it is time. The black world, this is our time. But you know what? What today they describe as the Sumerians, the Somawa gods, the Su, Bia, So gods have started already returning to this dimension in a different forms. The young ones, the great ones are on their way, but they are looking forward to see our unity, to hand over more energies, more knowledge system, so that we can move to another level. Well, today, the caption of today's presentation is, who were Hammurabi and Gilgamesh? Very interesting topic. who were Hammurabi, or who was Hammurabi, and who was Gilgamesh? Were they our ancient fathers? Or were they some aliens who came around that time and disappeared? Hey, my dear, hey, my prodigal girlfriend, Woodoma. Ajo, much love, yeah, much love, yeah, much love. If I don't acknowledge you, I know I will receive some lashes. So much love, yeah. Thanks for joining. Please kindly share the link. Kindly share the link. Yes. So today's caption is, who was Hammurabi and Gilgamesh? We all hear, or we've heard about the Hammurabi Code, the Gilgamesh or Code of Gilgamesh, all these things. Who were they? Were they aliens? Were they white people? Were they black people? Today, I am going to share this knowledge with you. But don't leave it there. Research deeper. Maybe you can even reveal more than what I'm doing. Right? I'm for so much love, yeah? So, today we'll be doing a lot of reading. So, bear with me when I look too much on the paper. Now, I read. To control a people, you must first control what they think about themselves and how they regard their own history and culture. And when your conqueror makes you ashamed of your culture, your identity, your history, he needs no prison walls and no chains to hold you. Yes. When the oppressor succeeded to control everything through their education, he says what? They need no prison walls and no chains to hold you or hold us. I agree totally. Because why am I saying this? Today, the black man, the African, have been miseducated, brainwashed to think that his knowledge system, his culture, his tradition, his spirituality, of course, as they say, is evil and demonic. Among all the race, it is only black people who have been miseducated to think in this way. We were not the only people who were once enslaved and colonized China, but they still hold their identity. India, they still hold their identity. Japan, they still hold their identity. Today, the black man have become like a vulture. A vulture have no culture. They feast on any carcass, any dead information, any dead anything they feast on. And that is our predicament, black people. Now, Most of our ancient stories were written for us, not because they conquered us, but to disconnect us from the glory of our ancient fathers. They first created the impression as if the languages of our ancient fathers who once lived and controlled certain part of the world never existed, or they even assumed they were aliens that came from somewhere to build the pyramid, to build the ancient empires and kingdoms that we've been hearing today. They make our own language to look inferior before us. You and I know when we were in school, when you speak your own native language, you will be lashed, you will be punished. And we even describe our local language as what? Vernacular. And when you speak your own dialect, your mother tongue, in the classroom, you receive some lashes. With this mentality, what do you expect, or what do you expect from our people? We were indoctrinated, not educated. We were indoctrinated to let go our beautiful stuff. And we pick up this. And today, we've been told that ours is evil and demonic. Today, the black man doesn't even want to go to his own village to research in his own language, to research in his own culture, to research in his own dialect. Don't even go to the spiritual aspect, because we have been taught that everything that comes from our lineage is evil, is demonic. With this mentality, how do we grow? We can't. We can't grow. Now let's proceed. As a result, the names, traditions, and our spiritual practices of our ancient fathers were changed and diluted with fabricated holy lies. And lies and liars, let me take over again, sorry. And as a result of the names being changed, our tradition, our spiritual practices, our ancient fathers were changed, of our ancient fathers were changed and were diluted with fabricated lies and liars created by the European archaeologists and historians. Now, we have all heard about several kingdoms, from the Akkadian Empire, Mesopotamia, Babylon the Great, the Sumerian kingdom. We've heard so much about the lost continent of Mu. Mu means totality of all creation manifesting on earth. It's our dialect. Now Mu, Nana. But today, all this history, people are taking glory for it. And they have succeeded in cloning the image of our ancient fathers from black to white. Caroline Atipo, welcome. Wisdom. Now, these European scientists, archaeologists, and historians team up, and they succeeded in planting their own evidence. They succeeded in planting their own evidence. And they are now rediscovering their own evidence that they planted in order to suit their fabricated lies. They have inserted into the books like the Bible. Yes. The European scientists, archaeologists, and historians have succeeded in what? Planting fake evidence. And they turn around and come to tell you that they've rediscovered evidence. Now, do you know why they were doing that? Because they were trying to change the original narratives and the images that were there. So they planted fake evidence, and they will claim they are digging, and they found this. And when they bring it out, you can see they have silky hair. The drawings, the original drawings have been replaced. Currently, I mean, that is what the so-called Egyptologists are doing. They are changing the original knowledge system. They are changing so many things. Even if they discover the original one, they won't bring it public. Immediately, they will keep it and they will change stuff. Thank you for the heart. Much love. Then they will go and then create some lies and plant the evidence. And you see, when they planted the evidence, their so-called a fake evidence, then now they bring the camera in to make you think that, hey, those Asian people look like them, when they know it is not. They have nothing in common. Trust me, no black man with respect to the Asian fathers will go and dig their graves. Will go and dig their graves for evidence. No, it is already in our DNA. We know the truth, because some of these truths are coded in our own languages. But because we have been miseducated, we have been indoctrinated and brainwashed, we refuse to go back to our own local languages to research into them. We hold the keys. It's just a matter of taking upon ourselves to do the right research. Now let's proceed. But what they did not know is that we are our own ancestors. And through the mystical communication from within, we are going to rewrite our ancient lost glory once again. Yes. If I say we are our ancient fathers, trust me, your own Bible says there's nothing new under the sun. Everything we are seeing today was once there. It is not a new knowledge system. It is already there. We are only reinventing it. We are not creating anything super new. You understand? We are not creating anything new. So all this knowledge system have been there. There is nothing new under the sun. So when the scriptures say, for lack of self-knowledge, my people perish, they took away the self from there, and they only give you one thing: for lack of knowledge, my people perish. But you and I know that there are so many knowledge systems in the world. But your self-knowledge holds the key to everything. Without your self-knowledge, you are just like a vulture chasing after other cultures. You are like a vulture consuming every dead carcass they see on their path. Right? Okay. So now we're going to start. Or now we're going to talk about these two great men. Who was Hammurabi? Yeah, Victoria, love, much love, yeah. Please, whilst you join us, kindly share the link so that this presentation can reach many people, because we have been lied to for much too long. And the only way we can emancipate ourselves, or we can rewrite our own story, is to self-educate. Self-education is the key. See, what we are battling, we are battling against a great deception that has come upon us for hundreds of years. And it is not going to be easy to break down or to take down this well-organized crime. Because people in the high places have, with evil mindset, have succeeded in changing the world to suit their evil agenda. Today, many families are not talking to each other because of what? Abrahamic religion. You see, families will go for a gathering, and if the elders want to pour libation, you see, one will say, I am a Christian. Then he walk away. I am this. He walk away. So by the time you realize, the entire family is in confusion, mass confusion, tohu vavohu. Mass confusion everywhere. So this is where we have gotten ourselves to. And in order to liberate ourselves, self-education, self-knowledge system is the key. Now, let's proceed. Let's continue what we are doing. Let me sip some water, then we proceed. Yes, I believe so many of us, students of history, have come across names or have come across this name, Hammurabi. Who was Hammurabi? And the question we should be asking ourselves is that the etymology of the name? Is that the original name? Or the name has been tampered with? Now, according to Wikipedia, right? According to Wikipedia, it says that Hammurabi was the 16th Amorite king. He was the 16th Amorite king. And the students of the Bible will understand the meaning when we will understand, or I believe I've come across the name Amorite. Who were the Amorite? Is that their true name? You see, it is time we need to question everything that has been brought to us. If we don't question those things, we shall continue to live in lies, thinking we know everything. Now, let's look at the etymology of the name Hammurabi. We will come to who he was. But now let's look at the etymology of the name Hammurabi. Once we get the etymology, then we will be making progress to who he was. Okay? Now, the name itself, there are two names put together, and they've put them together to call it what? Hammurabi. They always do that, because the next great priestly king that I'll be talking about after the Hammurabi, they also did the same thing to him. They always put the names together. Hammurabi, these are two names put together, creating one name. Now, these two names, one is his true name, the other one is his title. Folks, this is a deep knowledge. That's why I'm pleading with everyone watching me right now to share this knowledge system, or to share this presentation. Is very important, right? So, two names put together. One is his name, his true name, that when the parents conceived him, they went to do a divination to find out who was that child. Who would it be? So the name that the universe gave him through his parents was Hamu. Now pay attention. Now we are going to break down the name Hammurabi. One was specifically his name, the other one was his title. So Hamu was his name that was given to him by the universe. through the parent. So before his birth, the mother was told not to consume certain things, because this person will become a great priestly king who would save the world at that time. I'm not talking about the Christian Jesus type of saving. No. So the name that was given to him was what? Hamu. And now let me make this thing clear to everyone. Surnames. We black people, we never practiced that system. We were never part of those surname thing. We don't have surnames those days in the ancient past. It was through slavery and colonization that surnames were introduced by those who came to do slave raids and slave trade. They did that in order to check your children after you, because they think they have to know the lineage. If I say the lineage, I may be even not putting it right. They want to find ways and means to control you and your family, to know, yes, let me put it that way, the lineage. So they created the surname system. First, when they gave birth to you, some of the names were not even given by your parents. Those days when our parents conceived, they first go to do consultation. And our mothers are then told not to consume certain things, not to drink certain hard liquor, because this child that is coming is a great son, or the child is great, he's coming to do so many things. A clear example is the story of Samson in the Bible. So once those things are identified, the parent, or let's say the mother, guides her food, her drink, so that they will not, because some of those things, once it is revealed and you, the mother, you consume those things on the child, note that you are changing automatically or gradually changing the destiny of your child. There are rules that governs our destiny, and some of them is the things that we consume, be it drinks, certain food, this thing, it's all part of it. And that is why when the mothers consume, they tell them, don't eat this, don't eat that, don't eat that, don't drink that. Like the Samson story. It has always been part of African knowledge system. Now let's proceed. So Hamu, spirit, through the universe gave him the name Hamu. Now, that is his real name. Now, the rabbi, they say Hammurabi. Now the rabbi that they put there, it was a corrupt version. Rabbi was a corrupt version. Now let me tell you the etymology of that title, where it came from. I remember those days when I started teaching, people were calling me Rabbi. But when I made those research, and I ran out that, no, this is our own knowledge system, I dropped the title, Rabbi. Because Rabbi takes you to, you know them. Now, So, when you come to now, let me explain the title, how the title, this title, Rabbi, came about and how, where it was stolen from. Now, when you come to our Fa divination, Fa is a whole institution on its own. We call it Fa or Afa or Ifa. In Ifa institution, there are ranks or there are levels in it. This that I'm about to say or to teach, if you know any Yoruba person, if you know someone in Yoruba or in the other language who understands this, please go, who have in-depth knowledge about what I'm about to say, just approach that person and they will going to break it down for you. So in the Ifa institution, we have levels or ranks. So let me going to start. I'm going to start from the bottom to the highest. The bottom is we call Boko. The lowest is called Boko. Then followed by Lugbede or Lugbede or Lugbedeao. That is the from Boko you go to Lugbede. Then from Lugbede you go to Jogbana. Now listen, though we have like Selikpao and other things, but I would like to break it down from this angle so that we can all understand. So from Boko you go to Lugbede, then you go to from Lugbede you move to Jogbana. Then from Jogbana you go to what? Awuno. So when you hear someone being called Awuno, that person have reached the last to the highest level in the Ifa institution. So we have Awuno. Now, this is where we are going to deal with. The highest level in the Ifa institution, according to my research, is called, that title, when you reach there, they call you Rabbah. When you reach that highest level, they call you Rabbah in the Ewe language. Our brothers, the Yorubas, call it what? Araba. Research it. Go and ask. Please kindly share the link. Kindly share the link. So, the highest level one can reach in the Ifa priesthood system or institution is called Rabba. In the Yoruba language, they say Araba. Now, that it was where Amu reached. And if you want to understand why the Hammurabi codes was so important, because he has reached certain place in the Ifa institution that he could he could bring out divine codes. And around that time, humanity, the moral values of humans, of humanity have gone down. And that is why he brought up the Hammurabi code to guide humanity again, to restore humanity to its lost glory. So his name was what? Hamu. And his title was Rabbah. Amu the Rabbah. Now, let me give you another example. Another character. I believe some of you I believe some of you, we've heard so much about the New Testament that they talk about Jesus, blah, blah. Well, folks, let me be honest with you. Nobody have walked on this face of the planet with the name Jesus. No one has walked on this planet, on this earth, with the name Jesus Christ. These are fictitious, fabricated characters, names. Right? Yes, I mean, but the person who once walked on the face of this planet, this earth, 3,000 years ago, his name was what? Ayesu. Kliso. Or Ayesu. Dakliso. All these names are still coded in our spirituality, in our esoteric knowledge. All this knowledge system are still there. It's a deep knowledge. When you don't go deep into it, you will not understand what I'm saying. It's a deep knowledge. And it's not everyone who knows and understands it. It is not everyone who knows and understands this knowledge system. So, Ayesu Kristo, if you remember, they told you that they talked about a woman who have committed, is it adultery or fornication in the New Testament. No, the name, sorry, Victoria, the name is Hamu. It is spelled Hamu. You can also, but in the modern time now, people have taken out the H from it. So it is now being spelled A-M-U. Hamu. Amu. 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 Amuga Nutoma. You understand? So in the past, it was spelled Ha-Mu. H-A-M-U. I hope now you are okay with that. So let's proceed. So if you remember the story in the New Testament, they say a woman have committed, I think, is it a fornication or adultery? And there were a crowd of people who were pursuing her with stones. And they were about to stone her. And they say the man rushed, or they said they rushed her with the stones. And they brought her to where Ayesu Kristo was. And they asked, or they said to him that this woman have committed fornication or an adultery, something of that sort. So, according to the law, should we stone her? And when you read the story, it said, and Jesus stood down. I don't even like to use the name Jesus, but for the sake of this presentation, now listen, I've already told you the original name, Ayesu Kristo. So according to the story, they said Ayesu Kristo stood on the ground, or that is, he went down and started writing. Now listen, they say he started writing on the ground. You see, because they don't understand the knowledge system, so they think he was just writing on the ground. But you see, Ayesu Kristo had also reached the level of Rabbah. He was a revolutionary. He was a spiritualist. He was a guerrilla warfare. He does in guerrilla. You see, we need to understand this perspective. It's not that pray and forgive and all that and all that. These doctrines are doctrines that they put in there to keep you weak. Our ancient fathers were not scared of death. Today, religion have made the black man so weak that he cannot stand to even defend himself. Because we've been told to pray without seasoning, or what they call it, without seasoning or something. And they tell you, when someone slap you, turn the other cheek for him to stand. You see your foolishness. You see our foolishness. When somebody have just give you a dirty slap and your face, your memory card is shaking in your head, and you turn the other cheek for him. This can only come from a slave doctrine. If you slap me, I will slap you 7 times. Trust me. Maybe the earth will not contain all of us. You understand? So folks, they said not to deviate. Let me focus. They said Ayesuklisto went down or stood down and started writing in the sand. But because it is not their knowledge system, they didn't know what he was writing in the sand. When they brought the woman and they were accusing the woman of committing adultery or fornication, Ayesuklisto knew they were about to set trap, or they were about to set trap for him, because already our people have become Hellenized. Then a majority of them are working for the Greco-Roman government. They be Hellenized. So they came to trap him, so that when they stoned the woman to death, they would say it was Ayesuklisto who said they should stone the woman to death. So do you know what he did? He stood down, he went down and started writing in the sand. They didn't know what he was doing, or those who gave you this version do not understand what he was doing. He was doing a divination in the sand, a poliota, afa poliota, to find out that whether the accusation that is being made on the woman was actually true before he makes his judgment. So he did a divination by writing on the sand, in the sand, utakpolio, nobody know. When he did that, he got to know that it was a trap for him. It was not true. The story they brought was not entirely true about the woman. So then he replied them with using his wisdom. It's not his wisdom, let me put it that way, and answered them and said, "He who is without sin, let him cast the first stone." And they couldn't. No one, according to the story, no one was able to stone the woman. They all dropped the stone and left the woman, because Yeshua, with the help, or Ayesuklisto with the help of Fa, was able to quell the trap that they were about to set, and set the woman also free. It was true. That is why he earned the title Ayesuklisto, the Rabbah. He was also Rabbah. And this is what the Greco-Romans, the Khazarian Jews, the Ashkenazi Jews corrupted to as Rabbi, and they describe it as master teacher. It's the highest level one can get in our Fa or Ifa or Fa institution. So, as I was saying, Hamu was his name, Rabba was his title, and they corrupted it to as what? Hammurabi. Hammurabi. Seek ye the truth, and the truth shall set you free. The truth is not in the book. The truth is within. The truth is in your history. The truth is in your knowledge system. The truth is within. Right? So, Hammurabi was even seen by many of his people as a god within his lifetime. Because everything that he says come to pass. The things that he wrote became today, being described today as the Hammurabi Code. Because the standard of humans have fallen so low, like the way we are seeing today with your LGBTQ nonsense. Today you can't see the difference between man and a woman. All in the name of Western democracy. And they are forcing it into our throats. Because when you don't do it, they won't give you aid. And our puppet leaders, our crazy leaders, our wicked leaders have become the champion of their evil agenda. What are we talking about? We only have two genders in the world, not LGBTQ nonsense. Boy and a girl, man and a woman. When a child is giving birth, is either a boy or a girl. You don't say the child should grow to choose his or her gender. What is he going to choose when he was born as a boy and a girl, or a girl? Yes, Noah Okutu, yes, the knowledge, the truth is within. You see, let me give you an example of that statement. You know, let's assume this pen is mine. This pen is mine. Or it belongs to someone else. And I love it, I like it, and I want to take it. But I don't want to ask the owner. Now, everything that we do, every decision that we take, the incubation of that decision or that act start from our minds, the brain. To do good, to do evil, it all starts from here. So when you go to steal or to do something, the thought, the egg of good and evil incubates from the brain. Yes, that is how they spelled it. Mike, yes, that is how they spell it on Google. Yes, they keep twisting, changing names. That is why I'm telling you that it was two names that they put together. Don't worry, we'll come to another name and you will understand why they have to change or put the names together, because they know if they leave the name individually, we black people, we as a people, we will be able to connect easily to our ancient fathers and the great things that they did. So to do evil, it starts from your mind. Sometimes when you're going to steal someone, sometimes you're going to do something evil, you will hear two thoughts, two thoughts that comes in your mind. You hear, don't do it. You hear, do it. Positive and negative. One spirit, one energy, one thought is telling you that don't do that evil. The other one will tell you do it. So the brain, the mind, that is where the good and evil incubates from. The mind is the heaven. This is the heaven. Heaven is not anywhere that you will die and you will go. Give us this day as our daily bread. He said what? Forgive us our Father who art in heaven, blah 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 blah. He said, as we do in heaven, should something on earth. Whatever we think here, we manifest it on earth. There's no heaven where you will die and go and walk on the street of gold. Do you think these Europeans, even on this earth, that they came to destroy Africa, to plunder, to steal, to rob our gold, silver? Do you think if there is any place in heaven, there's a place called heaven full of gold and stuff, as been described by the church or by Christianity? Do you think these Europeans will bring you heaven on a silver platter? Come on, let's wise up. So to do evil, to do good, incubates from our minds. So, as I said, Hammurabi was seen or regarded by his people as a god among them. He became so powerful. Now, we were told that Hammurabi reigned during the Babylonian Empire. Well, the name Babylon is what the European archaeologists, the European historians, or the scientists have given us. Have you asked yourself, how did your ancient fathers call that world before the Europeans brought you Babylon? Well, in the ever culture, in the ever knowledge system, where our knowledge systems are stored, Hammurabi reigned during the Ajatum dynasty. Our ancient fathers never called that land then Babylon. No. My ancient fathers described that land as what? Ajatum. Yes. Research it. Don't take what I've just given to you. Our ancient fathers, yes, described that land as what? Ajatum. So now you understand why the name Hammurabi. Yes. Now, Hammurabi was one of the longest reigning, was one of the longest leaders who ruled Ajatum, what is today being described by European scientists, archaeologists, and historians as what? Babylon. Now, after his reign, Ajatum or Babylon went down. And when Ajatum, or aka Babylon, was going down, a small kingdom started to emerge, or a young kingdom emerged from nowhere. And this kingdom was what today is being described as, in history, as what? Mesopotamia. Now, is Mesopotamia, as we've been known today, is that the etymology of the name? My answer is no. In my language, the Upper language, which is one of the oldest languages in the world, one of the best tonal, or one of the, let me put it that way, and I say that with a pride, tonal language in the world. Our ancient fathers described that land as what? Mu, so, fu, tam. It is where the totality, or the rules governing the totality or the formation of this universe, this earth, this dimension, was re-engineered. Mu. To describe mu. Now munana, amu, nana means mu. In my language, simply means totality of all creation manifesting itself on earth. When you don't know your history, when you don't know your knowledge system, when you don't know your cosmic knowledge system, people will sell nonsense to you, and you will take it as the truth. Well, from there, and then who ruled? Who was the one of the greatest king who ruled Mesopotamia, which today became Mesopotamia? Was Guda. Guda. Well, today I'm not talking about Guda. That will be another presentation. Yes. Now, Guda, at his old age, because he ruled for almost 70 years per my research, 70 plus years, let me put it that way. And at his old age, not him per se, people around him were corrupting themselves, and eventually that empire, kingdom, also came to an end. Now, around that time that Mesopotamia or Mesopotamia was coming to an end, his nephew was chosen by the energies, by the universe, and he emerged as a new force. This knowledge system will not be given to you by the Europeans on a silver platter. This knowledge system will not be written in your textbooks, in our textbooks for our great children 2. Yes, I pray for good health. I am doing my little. I'm also writing all this knowledge system down. And I pray the universe grant me the good health, the time to complete it. And inshallah, as our brothers would say, we will. Now, as Mesopotamia was coming to an end, the universe, the energies, chose the nephew of Buddha, and he emerged as the new force. I know what some of you are thinking, but that is fine. Yeah, Caroline, thank you for the stars. Now, and who was this new force when Mesopotamia, aka Mesopotamium, was coming to an end? Yes. Yes. So when Mesopotamium or Mesopotamia was coming to an end, another great force emerged. And today, that man, that great hero, that our ancient fathers name, also his name has been corrupted. So today you read about it and you think this man might be an alien. Now, the picture that I posted before this presentation, to announce this presentation, yes, that picture has been given to us. That was the first picture that was given to us as the picture of what? That great man. And who was that? Now, to break it down, when you go and Google Gilgamesh. Hey, let me sip some water, then we proceed. I know you may come across the Epic of Gilgamesh, right? And the way we have been miseducated, of course, indoctrinated and brainwashed, they made us to believe that Gilgamesh was some sort of alien, a giant who came from nowhere, and after his reign, this man just vanished. That is a bold lie. And now they started changing. When you Google, the image of Gilgamesh that you're going to see is no more look like the picture I posted to announce this presentation. They are now turning it to white. Wicked men in high places, changing the face of the truth from black to white. Our black women, be proud of your black skin and your natural hair. And stop bleaching. And this is a warning to us, the men. Let's appreciate our women. Let's encourage them to grow their natural hair. Let's admire their natural skin. Sometimes they go the extra mile to bleach, to just please us. But this time, we need to encourage the goddesses to be who they are. Yes, the system is rough. But when we are united, when we come together, start building our communities, start growing our own food, start changing our own stories, start narrating. The narrative will change. Nkosi, my brother, long time. How is UK? Much love, yeah? Much love. Now, let's proceed. I know some of you have heard about the name. After the name, the epic, or you've read about students of history. You've heard about, sorry, bear with me. Yeah, tiredness is setting in. No worry. I went to the farm this morning. I came around 4 o'clock, and I need to rush to come to do the presentation as I promised. So, I know you've heard about the Epic of Gilgamesh. Now, I am coming to expose another Eurocentric lies that have been put across. I spoke about Amu, the Rabbah, which has been corrupted as what? Hammurabi. Now, who was Gilgamesh? Was his name truly called Gilgamesh? Or someone again sat somewhere in the high places and decided to change his name, the original name, to combine his original name with the great wall he built and call it Gilgamesh, just to prevent black people, right, from connecting the dots or putting the puzzles together. But you see, one thing they don't know, that as they keep to change, by the mercy of the universe, our ancient fathers, through the mystical communication from within, the truth is being revealed. You can't bury a seed for that too long under the ground. No matter how dry season it is, and no matter how dry the land is, one day, a rain will fall, and that seed will germinate. Yes. And that seed is going to germinate on a beautiful soil, a very rich soil. Now, let's look at the etymology of the name Gilgamesh. Now, Gilgamesh I think we are getting close to bringing this presentation to an end. Let's finish with the etymology and who was Gilgamesh. Then we take it up from there. Now, what empire did Gilgamesh ruled? You see, In fact, these Europeans have done so much damage than we think. Now let's break the name down. Let's go to the etymology of the name. Then now we come to the name of the kingdom that Gilgamesh ruled. Now, the name is not Gilgamesh. Folks, pay attention. I know someone may sit in his bedroom or somewhere and start insulting me. But before you insult me, please take your medication. Lie down. Ponder about the things that I'm saying. And see, probably your pillow will tell you something. Now, the name was never Gilgamesh. They've combined two things, just like the way they did to Hammurabi, to disconnect you. Now, the name itself, the king, the priestly king that ruled then, his name was Gagi. His name was Gagi. The Gagi is spelled Gagli. Gagi. That was the name of, or etymology of the name of the person today, that of the person that have been corrupted today as Gilgamesh. His name was Gagi. Now, where from the Gilgamesh? Now, Gagi was such a powerful leader. Even people see him as a superhuman. He was tall, huge. Now, the supposed picture that I posted of him to announce this tonight's presentation, when you look around his arm, he was wearing amulet. Go check. There's a arrow. I put arrows after this presentation. Go and check his picture. Yes, the amulet, because he was a priestly king. Just like when you come to Obedenigba, you come to Africa, you go into our spiritual, the priestly kings, they put amulets. And his amulet, the head was a snake around him. And what that title represents, the highest knowledge system in our cosmology. Now let me read a little about Gagi, the man today corrupted, whose name was corrupted today as what? The Epic of Gilgamesh. Now, he was endowed with superhuman strength, intelligence, courageous, warrior, and spiritually powerful. Now, Gagi was so powerful, superhuman, that he lived in a sacred forest, and he was seen by his subjects once in a year. Gilgamesh, or Gagi aka Gilgamesh, was superhuman. He was so spiritually powerful to the point that he's only seen by his people only once in a year. And when he comes out, his face is covered You can't see his face. That is even if he comes out once in a year. Now, where from the other names that were added and it became Gilgamesh. Now, Gagi, aka Gilgamesh, built a very big and a huge, tall wall around his kingdom, his empire. And those who know the history of black people, from every settlement, every kingdom, every empire, we always build great walls around our empire, kingdoms, and settlements. Go to Togo, it's there. Go to Elife, it's there. Go to Benin, it is there. We always built, our ancient fathers, great people, they always build walls around their kingdoms. Now, I know some of you will be wondering, which kingdom or empire did Gagi, aka Gilgamesh, ruled? The name. Now you see, today there are movies that have been created by the Europeans. One of them is called the Spartans. Yeah, the Spartans. Then you hear them making some noise. Ahoo! Right? And we see it. The Spartans. Then among the Spartans goes to war with another group of people. And they call them the Arcadians. Yes, I am getting closer. They say Arcadians. Folks, there's nobody, there's no group of people, no nation, no kingdom that have ruled this earth with the name Arcadians. These are Eurocentric lies. All these things were manufactured by these Europeans just to show their supremacy. Just like when you watch American movies, they are always the heroes. But when you go to Iraq, they run away from even Afghanistan. With all those super things that we see in their movies. I'm not teasing anybody. I'm just making reference. The Eurocentric lies have made us as a people to look or to think they are superhumans. They cannot die. But when you watch American movies, they create the superstars or all that. It's a movie. It is part of the indoctrination. It is part of the indoctrination. Now, Gagi, aka Gilgamesh, the empire, it started as a kingdom before it conquered and get some more lands, and more people wanted to be part of that great kingdom. So it eventually developed into an empire. The name was not Akkadian Empire. The name was Akkadi. It is spelled A-K-A-D-I. or D-I. Let me put it there. Akkadi Empire. It's not Akkadian. Now someone will ask, what's the meaning of Akkadi? Akkadi means light, lamp to the world. So, when you hear them talking about Akkadian Empire, there was never something like Akkadian. The etymology of the name is Akkadi, means light or lamp. And Gilgamesh or Gagi, aka Gilgamesh, ruled that kingdom. Now, when he finally built the kingdom, he then named it. He then named the kingdom. Sorry. When he finished building the kingdom, he built a great wall around the kingdom. And he named that great wall Gilgamesh. Yes. And he named that great wall that he built around his empire Gilgamesh, meaning within the great wall or within the big wall. Gilgamesh. The wall itself was called Gilgamesh, meaning within the great wall. But his name was Gagi. But these Europeans twist the name, they corrupted the name and put everything together to call it Gilgamesh. The war was called Gilgamesh. The priestly king that ruled and built that empire was called Gagi. Now, why were they seeing Gagi or Gilgamesh as a superhuman? Folks, let me read this to you. Now, it got to a point, Gagi wanted to prove how powerful he was. So he caused his subjects to tie him, put him in a sack, took him on a boat, and drop him in the sea, not in the river. In the sea. Now, when they dropped him, after 3 days, Gagi, aka Gilgamesh, reappeared. After 3 days, this man reappeared. Now, trust me. He also there was a famine in part of his empire that when he went to the area, it was so severe that people are getting malnutrition. Let me put it that way. The maize, the beans that he took there, he have to take a couple of sacks, planted them the same day, germinated the same day, grow the same day, and the people have in abundance. This is nothing new. It has been part of our history. It was Gagi, aka Gilgamesh, who killed a lion with his bare hand, who also tamed a lion. He first killed and then tamed a lion. That is why you see the picture that I posted earlier on, the promotion picture. You see him with a lion, holding a lion. Yes. So you see him holding a lion. Go to the picture that I posted in the morning to promote this presentation. You see Gagi, aka Gilgamesh, in the picture, holding a lion with his armlets, the head being snake down. That knowledge, we'll talk about it later on, not today, because I think we are almost doing 2 hours, and I'm extremely tired. Yes, and tomorrow I'm on my way to Accra. Yes, again. So now, this that Gagi did, aka Gilgamesh did, some of the things that I've highlighted on, it's nothing new to our people. There are people in recent history of we, the others. We have people who have killed lions with their bare hands. There are people who have tamed lions. Now, Gilgamesh, or Gagi, aka Gilgamesh, was not the only person who was dropped in the sea and reappeared on the 3rd day. I believe some of you students of history may know about Togbichali Aklomada, who also was dropped in the Amuga, the Volta River, after causing famine, or the brother, after causing famine, after causing the rain not to fall. The people were able to round him up. They put him in a sack and they tie him up and drop him into what today we call the Volta River, the Amuga. And after 3 days, they saw him riding back. People witnessed. This is recent history. I am not even. You see, in order for you to connect the dots, you should be able to connect what has happened recently and the past. So they connected. You understand? So Toby Charlie. Charlie. Yes, any which way. After they dropped him at the bottom of the river, they saw him on the 3rd day. What Gagi, aka Gilgamesh, did was nothing new. But today, all this knowledge system is going down because we have been miseducated to think that it is evil. And it was all part of the grand plan of these Europeans through their colonial Christian missionaries and slave missionaries who came to indoctrinate our people to abandon this powerful knowledge system. Now, it was not Gagi alone, aka Gilgamesh, who planted seed, maize, beans, and it germinated and grew the same day. Togbi Charlie also did that when he was migrating with our people from Tado Ongochi in the present day Togo, and they were crossing this river to this side. History has it that he used a soshi, aka horse tail, a very powerful divine instrument, horse tail, and hit the river, and the river opened into two, and our people crossed in their numbers to the other side. And after that, he repeats the same process, and the river closed back. This is recent history. It's there. Now, when the people crossed, got to a point, the people were complaining that they were angry. Dogby Charlie took corn or maize and beans seedlings that he has in a sack, caused the ground, and the people, all of a sudden, everybody went to sleep, because it's not everything you can see with your naked eyes. We are talking about high spiritual beings. So the land was cleared naturally. I know you understand what I'm saying. And then he planted the seeds. He sowed the seeds, the beans and the distant. They germinated the same day, it grew the same day, and they harvested it by the people waking up. And they all have food in abundance. This knowledge system is what the Europeans have corrupted in the Bible, and they call it manna falling from the skies. No manna fell from the skies, as we've been told in the Bible. What about the squirrels that they said also came? Squeeze, is this squeeze or squeeze something? It looks like a bird, but very small. Also, did one also fell from the skies? No. Folks, we have been fooled for much too long, and it is time we rewrite our own stories once again. One man cannot do it. I'm only doing my part. It is time we create more teachers to carry this knowledge system to the four corners of the world. Very soon, I will start a Zoom classes where people will register, because all of us cannot assemble at one place to learn. But through the Zoom classes, we can create more teachers. There are so many things that I can teach. But the truth is that I am a working man. I have to work. I have mouths to feed. So the time is divided in such a way that I can sit on social media to teach 24/7. If not, my children will go angry. So with the Zoom classes, definitely there will be a registration and a monthly dues or something that must be paid, so that we can teach more, we can teach or create more teachers. Someone from the States, Europe, Canada, among other stuff, they can all join, Ghana, Africa, everywhere, so that we can create more teachers. Well, my name is Nufialaga Maupomo Koblano Nibe, your humble but fearless teaching high priest. May the universe continue to grant us understanding. May the universe shine us love. May the universe teach us once again how to truly love ourselves. thank everyone. I thank you all. We are streaming on 3 different platforms: Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. All those who have made their time to be with me and to share this knowledge system, thank you very much. Well, hopefully I'll see you all next week, all things be equal. Good night from Ghana.